Hey you guys, welcome back to Pancakes Pandemonium. This is my summer live. Normally I do a video about this and it's been so crazy I thought we'd come on here and do a live. If you've been with me for a while, you know that a couple years ago I started doing board boxes for my little kids, and I am telling you guys, these things save me. So I thought we'd go live and I'd show you what we're working with. A couple of things, these are always evolving. They're not meant to be super expensive and they're fun. And what I have found, what works about them is it's like the brain change, right? Dopamine changing direction. Like, yes, there's birthday parties. Yes, there's parties. Yes, there's, all the water parks in your area. Out here, Lagoon and Seven Peaks are the big ones. Some areas it's Six Flags. But you still kind of have those mundane days, right? And they don't want to do anything, or they don't know how to do anything. Because what happens is their brains get stuck, right? Like, think about it. Think about when we're bored on the couch, right? And we're just like, oh my gosh, what? There's nothing to do. And we're adults and we have executive function. Imagine a little kid. They don't. And so if you pull out a surprise or you pull out a treat, it flips that switch in their brain, right? So they're like, oh, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be expensive. Since I've started doing these, I've gone to mostly Dollar Tree. I would say 90% of our board boxes come from Dollar Tree. And then I'll fill in the blanks with a couple things from Target, Dollar Spot, or the clearance, like the toy clearance, and the same thing with Walmart. You guys tell me, does your Walmart have a dollar shop yet? I keep seeing people post about them. Our Walmart looks at us like we're crazy if we ask. So we don't have one. But if you do, that might be a fun place to look. But the premise is, when they're kind of stuck, if you feel like, oh my gosh, like they're not leaving the TV, right? Oh my gosh, they're not, like they're whining. Oh my gosh, they're fighting. You give them some kind of verbal cue. So let's say for simplicity purposes, they're just stuck, like TV and video games, right? They're zombified. Nobody's moving. You're gonna come in and say, okay, hey guys, 5 more minutes. That works way better with my kids. We don't have tantrums. We don't have a ton of pushback. Warnings help a ton. I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna pick a treat or pick an activity, right? Another reason why I like board boxes is, yes, we keep treats in the house, but I tended as a kid to be motivated with food rewards, and I wasn't a healthy kid. Treats are nice, but I try not to use food for a good or bad thing, right? So I try really hard not to use candy or sodas in a reward system. That's my personal preference. So that's another reason why these toys-ish things work, and it can be an activity. Our board boxes are not quite finished. I want to go to Dollar Tree. They have all kinds of cute little wood projects and painting activities. It's Dollar Tree, $1.25. So I want to add a couple more of these to our board boxes, but I thought I'd show you what I have so far, and I will specify where I got the items from. That way, if you want to do something similar, you know where to go look. And then if you have questions, feel free to ask our amazing Gracie is behind the camera. Oh, before we get started real quick, you guys. So Ryan, my oldest, who's autistic, if you're just joining us or a new viewer, he's in a transition program, Bridges. He got an award today. How cute is that? Best caregiver. And summer school, it's the work program continued, so he'll go to work twice a week. But so next for you. So I use these bins right now. I keep them in my closet. Cuter ones, if you prefer. These were at Dollar Tree, and with all like the shipping and supply issues over the last couple of years, I bought these 2 years ago. That's what they had, so that's what we use. Okay, let me show you what we have so far. First of all, we have these. These were not from Dollar Tree. These, if you can see the sticker, these were Walmart clearance. Most Walmarts have a clearance aisle. They have all kinds of stuff. Household, gardening, toy, makeup, way marked down. So I got 2 of these Lego sets for $9. These will be kind of a, when I really need them busy, kind of a situation. So we've got those. Toaster packs, My Little Pony. I was looking for LOL. That would have been M's preference, LOL or Barbie. They didn't have them at my Dollar Tree, but ponies are a good third. She'll be thrilled. And then Jurassic Park. So, especially if you have an older boy like Mason. Mason loves art projects, but he's almost 11. So he's not gonna want Mickey Mouse or anything like that. They do have stuff that, you know, an older little boy would like. So Jurassic Park. I have a couple different varieties of bubbles. Bubble guns. Excuse me. And then just bubbles. Why? My kids are, for lack of a better word, nerdy. They'd rather be inside playing video games, watching TV. Dare I say, without the right motivation, they'd rather read a book than go outside. So, I have some fun outdoor activities. I don't put them in board boxes, but we go to Five Below. If you have one around you, highly recommend. And they have these really fun kind of Five Below versions of outdoor games. Cornhole, limbo. Last year they had kickball croquet, and it's like a blow-up ball in little plastics, and they're $5, $5.55 per game. But they get them outside and they get them interested, so you can always stack a couple of those away and be like, we're gonna go outside and play a game, and that helps. So I got bubbles and some stuff for outdoor fun. Now, it can be tricky when it's hot, right? Like if you're in a state where it hits triple digits a lot and really fast, you may not always want to go outside during the day, and that's where some of the other activities help, right? Because you're still kind of stimulating their brain and their because I'm this, and I was an 80s, 90s kid, you know, with all the ozone stuff when it started and the awareness, and my mom was like super on top of that, and we just weren't allowed to go outside in the middle of the day, and so it's always been really present in my consciousness. So we kind of go outside up until lunchtime and then back outside kind of after dinner time. Especially here in Utah, it stays light until like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock at night. So like we can really play outside after dinner when it's cooling off. So that's what we do. And then we have these cute terrarium puzzles. The cute little tortoise and the frog. Mason is super into reptiles right now. Snakes, turtles, any kind of lizard. I don't know if he's really into bugs right now. We did bugs a couple years ago though. But yeah, frogs he'll love. And then Em just loves, she's super sweet. She just loves all animals. So she'll like the turtle and she'll like the magenta box. And then we have, we'll do those in a minute. We have crayons, and you see we have this. This was left over from last year, and it's okay if you have carryover. I mean, gosh, going into the school year, you're gonna have fall break, you're gonna have winter break. If you're in an area that has a long spring break, these things are all purpose. So, different crayons. Guys, look how cute these are. These are Crayola. All the cute ones, uni crayons, confetti crayons, metallic crayons. These are Dollar Tree. And then, if they don't have anything to draw on, I can't use them. I don't have anything to color on. Yeah, you do. Sketchbooks, Dollar Tree. And then, guys, look how cute these are. These were in Dollar Spot in Target, but little scratching coloring pieces. If you want to see the back before I put them away. So, and so I used to get super in my head, be like, I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works. Gosh, I don't know. Don't want to buy it, figure this out. You know what I found out? You don't have to. They'll figure it out. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if they mess up a couple of sheets, right? Like if it's something like a scratch thing, trying to figure it out. That's part of the journey. Let them figure it out. I had a rule, well, I still have it. I don't need it as much with the littles, but with Ryan and Alex, I wouldn't figure out toys for them. Like we'd put the batteries in, you know, we'd build the clubhouse or the tent like on Christmas. But like if they got a transformer or something like that, they would say, you know, shape him for me. I would say, oh, can't, it's not my toy. You have to figure it out. Oh, can you put the boots on my Barbie? I can't, it's not my toy. You have to figure it out. Now I'll watch you and be like, ooh, look, that looks like it twists, or maybe if you turn it, right? But yeah, I made a rule. I figured out a few Christmases in, I'm gonna end up playing with all these toys and they're not gonna learn how they work, which means we know what that means. So I didn't do it. Ooh, it's not my toy. You have to figure it out. And they do. Do I have questions? Oh, okay. And then we have, sorry, I was talking to Gracie. We have bouncy balls, because, you know, if they need a little treat or something silly. My kids are older now. I have been known to pull something like this out and sneak in the living room and throw it at them. Snaps out the TV. Wait, what? Oh, you got me a squishy ball. They've never been mad. They've never been mad. I mean, like I wouldn't throw a Lego. Well, I might. Would I throw a Lego at them? I don't think I'd throw a Lego at them. I would definitely throw a squishy ball at them. And they think it's funny. And then puzzles. We have a llama and we have semi-truck. And Guys, they're 100-piece puzzles. These are at Dollar Tree too. The squishy balls were at Dollar Tree too, by the way. And they're just little fidget squishy balls. It doesn't have to be. I mean, if your kid is really into puzzles, really into puzzles, get a bigger puzzle. And Dollar Tree does have some 500-piece, and I think I've seen 1,000-piece puzzles there before. But my experience is, let's do a puzzle, right? So they do a puzzle. This is enough activity. Now, Emily's almost 9, Mason's almost 11. So judge by your kid and their interest and how you know they react when they're bored, okay? But this is enough activity that it switches their brain back on. Does that make sense? So we sit down, we get out a puzzle, we do a puzzle, and then that, like, ooh, I want to draw something. Ooh, I want to get out my Legos. Ooh, you know, it switches their brain back on, and they're motivated, and the creativity kicks in. They're ready to go do something else. And that's what a lot of these little projects do. They may not look like much. It's just enough that snaps them out of monotony. It snaps them out of boredom, snaps them out of whatever it is when they're staring at the TV like this all day. Snaps them out of it. And then they're ready, like they're reignited. They're ready to go. So we've been doing these since 2020. They help so much. Now that I'm actually working during the day, I still have to edit videos, right? Or come in the kitchen and film. And by August, we have another business launch coming, and I'm hoping to be taking clients by August. So mom's gonna be working, so, you know, this stuff helps, because, you know, I can't always be running them around. So I hope this is helpful for you. Like I said, I started these in 2020, and oh my gosh, they have changed the game over summer break and holidays for me. And guys, my car is almost ready. So even though I will be working, we will be doing park and fun stuff, and I'm gonna bring you guys along and vlog it, of course. Now, if you're wondering what I do for my older kids, right? They're teenagers, guys. Ryan's 20. So they don't always get as thrilled to have little gadgety things. Although I will say they are a sucker for a fidget toy, and I have a jar full of fidget toys. So they might hate to admit it, but on occasion I can be like, look what you can have. But honestly, I bribe them with food. Say, you know, like, come on, I want you guys to do this, and we'll get pizza tonight. Or I'll order Swig, or now we'll go get Swig. You know, my kids love Wendy's breakfast. And I do a lot of make-ahead breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, but something about Wendy's breakfast or McDonald's breakfast just hits different. And teenagers will do a lot for food. So I know I just said I don't use food as a reward. That's for little kids. These guys' brains are already shaped. So, I mean, but that's what works with them, right? Allowance hasn't always been successful. We did allowance for a few years, and they like money. They like birthday money. We will give them, like, we'll give Gracie money if she babysits more than an hour or two, right? Like, if we're running errands or whatever, we'll leave her. Like, if we're gonna go on a date night, if we're gonna be gone several hours, we'll pay her to babysit. Stuff like that. Our sweet landlady gives her money for watching the chickens when they're gone, because they have a second house. in a, like, down south. What's outside? Oh, the birds are back. We have birds, a bird bath, and we get bird visitors. And so we will pay her for stuff like that. And so if I'm like, hey, like, I'll give you whatever dollars to do this, or take the littles outside, I'll give you $5. She goes, no. If I say, help me out today, and I will buy you a chai latte from Starbucks tomorrow morning, she's like, ooh, okay. So I guess I have exceptions to my food rule. Little kids, though, like, these guys can manage, and they understand how to put together a healthy snack. They understand their treats. Little kids, I still think toys work differently. So, but yeah, that is what I got. These are board boxes. Like I said, they have been a lifesaver the last 3 years. So I hope you guys try them. Sometimes I have stuff to link in these videos. I'll do videos and I'll link stuff, and I'll link stuff to Amazon. There's nothing linkable. I don't get any affiliate commission from any of these. It's just a fun reward source that I have truly found works with my little kids. So, if we don't have any questions, I'm gonna say good night. As you can see, I've got my Instant Pot in the corner. When I say goodbye to you guys, we're gonna make rice, and we're gonna have chili and rice tonight for dinner. I've just got my multi-cooker in the background. It's been cooking all day, and I think everyone's hungry. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, if you're coming across this later, not live, drop it in the comments. I've been trying to get better about my comments. I don't always get alerted to them, and then I'll get on and be like, what? Somebody asked me a question a week ago. So I'm trying to just get better on the YouTube app, paying attention. So if you have questions, drop a question in the comment, or message me over on Instagram. We're Pancakes and Pandemonium over there. I'm always available to help. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we'll see you soon.